Welcome back to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening to the show, welcome. This is the podcast where Sarah and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. What we've done today is listen to the song OK by Lyrical School, suggested by Shin, and given that a listen, and each written our own separate ideas as if OK was the theme song for our own separate animes. So we took 5 minutes, did that. We will share them on the show, and then afterwards combine them into a mega anime. Which is, I said afterwards, but it's after we share our ideas. It's still on the show. We record it all for your ears. Mm-hmm. But we've done that. Thank you, Shin, for the suggested song. We'll talk about how you can suggest a song that you would want to be the next anime hit afterwards.
Yeah, later in the app.
And it's also linked in our Twitter, podcast
it's around,
and stuff like that. But again, thank you, Shin, for OK, Lyrical School. We suggest that you listen to that song now, listen to it later. If you already have, that's great.
Gold star.
It's a great song, very cool. And again, suggested by Shin.
Thank you, Shin.
I will share my idea now. This show follows a group of cave people who, instead of trying to migrate to warmer areas during the Ice Age, just got really high off ancient dank weed and got frozen alive.
What?
Of course, they now are unfrozen in the near future and are given a second lease on life. What do they do with the renewed vigor and life? Find the dankest kush and get fucking loaded and really good at Wii games.
What even?
They don't have very well developed hand joints, so they can't get really good at like intense video games with controllers and stuff. They don't have like the...
They need the motion.
They don't have like the most opposable of thumbs. They're like early cave people.
Okay.
But they can... Damn if they can't throw down in some Wii bowling. So they gain followers on like Twitch or whatever once a kid starts managing streaming for them.
Yeah, they would need a hand.
Now the scientists who brought them back want a cut of their streaming revenue.
Oh my gosh.
The cave people find themselves stuck out of time and look for other ways to freeze themselves again to maybe wake up in a chiller period of time.
Wow, we're just too stressful.
Yeah.
That is so not what I expected.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but that wasn't it.
That's my idea.
Cool.
Thank you. I had a moment where I maybe am like, this exists as a movie.
Okay.
The, like, was it Seth Rogen or Michael Cera's in it? And it's, I think it's like Michael Cera and Jack Black or something.
Oh,
and they're cave people... Year Zero or something. I have no idea what happens in that movie because I don't think I've seen it. But I'm like, I bet they just are like the stoner cave people.
Okay.
And I don't know if they go to the future, but like maybe they do, and maybe that's this movie.
Wow.
But yeah, that's hopefully not because I've never seen it, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
But I was immediately like, wait, that's totally real and not some fever dream. Somebody made that film.
And they probably were high doing it. That's what it sounds like.
Maybe, if it was Seth Rogen. Confirmed.
That's true.
But again, I don't know. But it's sort of that.
Okay.
So maybe Michael Cera and Jack Black are in it. Was it them? I think it was. Yeah.
Oh.
I know a lot about a movie I have not seen.
Yeah, you have more knowledge than I do.
And here we are.
I'm not sure how they're going to combine. I kind of left mine open-ended in the hopes that yours would be like the missing... link I needed. Hey,
like frozen people or the missing link DNA or whatever.
Yeah, no, I thought maybe you would be able to fill in my...
Oh, no.
Nope.
That's not what I'm going for here.
Nope. You know, yours might have to just be its own thing just because it's so outlandish.
Not even in like a good way, but just like...
we don't know what to do with it.
You gotta cut it. It's gotta
be its own thing.
It's gotta be its own thing so that we can just devour it.
Yes.
To shove it into whatever your idea is.
Yeah. Okay. I'll share mine then.
Look at how like industrious we're getting with this. We're like, oh, we gotta get to a mega anime somehow.
Yeah. a mega anime.
See?
There we go.
I beat you to it, though.
Yeah, you're getting too industrious over there. Okay, here's mine. A group of young adults, majority female presenting, all work at different jobs in and around the city. They have all been friends since they were young, and though their lives have gone in many different directions, they are the best support for each other through it all. The one constant to their lives is their collective passion, which apparently is cave people, each with a different job and career.
Archaeology.
They reunite each weekend in their childhood neighborhood to work on their passion project. It could be, this is where I was just like...
Defrosting ancient civilization.
Could be getting high on ancient, whatever you called
Holy
it.
crap.
Could be making booze, playing games, building something, music. And then I came up with the title Craft Hour.
I gotcha.
So, just like...
Minecraft Hour.
Ooh, could be. It's just a group of like badass ladies supporting each other, being really good friends, and showing like, women supporting women.
Got it.
And then also the thing that keeps them tied together from their childhood is this passion that they've all had forever. Is it weed? They just go home and get really high in their parents' basement each weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, there is that sort of like socialness too.
Yeah, I suppose. Very that 70s show.
Smoking a bowl. Oh, yeah, going around the circle.
Mm-hmm. That's really not what I pictured, but...
Waxing poetic. So, that is the surface level. Is that what you're going for?
I mean, it's just... If I'm slotting your idea into mine, I guess
Mine
so.
did have a very...
It had a large
high
amount.
life sort of thing going around. Not necessarily that it needs that, but it was key to a reason as to why they did not migrate and instead were like, we already are living large.
We're good.
Yeah. But there's like stigma where it's like, oh, they can't be productive, blah, blah, blah,
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard to have that be their passion when your thing was like, they're passionate about something productive that
brings them together. And they're creating something.
Craft hour, etc.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean bong hour.
Okay, if we flip it the other way, then maybe we take out the weed and they're cave people that are passionate about something? I don't know.
I don't think that's necessary. I think we can have it be modern. We can have these girls have a passion that keeps their friendship strong throughout the years. Maybe there's one that is the like one who gets high.
We have one stoner.
One stoner who is, at some point they all flash back to the point where they all got high together and did something. Mm-hmm. But that's not all of their archetypes are the stoner one or whatever.
But one is, and when she gets high, she likes to play Wii games. And stream?
Yeah. That's the one friend where everyone kind of worries about them. And they're like, I don't know. But then the streaming is very successful.
Yes.
Right?
But maybe it's mismanaged.
It's mismanaged. So maybe it's partially... I don't want this to be the whole show. Is like all the friends helping this person become a professional Wii bowling streamer.
I think actually that could be a really interesting part of it, though. Mm-hmm. Like maybe they all
I want it to happen, I think, but I don't want it to be the crux.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe they all have a different passion still yet to be determined. Mm-hmm. They've all grown up and like moved on, except for the one who maybe still lives in the neighborhood and didn't move to the big city like the rest of them, so she feels kind of dead-end-ish. And so she's, the rest of them don't get high as much. Maybe it's just, occasionally, maybe it's never again, but she does it very often. And in all of her downtime, if the friends only get together on the weekends, she's going to start playing Wii bowling when she's high. And then, she starts streaming because of something. And so it becomes less about that's what she's doing and more like her friends are concerned as to why she's doing it.
Oh, yeah,
The fact that she's kind of thrown everything away and it's like, I'm just going to stream. And it's like, yeah, you're doing really well. And maybe they help her a little bit. But at the same time, it turns into like, this isn't sustainable. You're not being, healthful.
Right.
You're not taking care of yourself. And it could be like this big support thing, which was what mine was about, is them supporting each other. And that could be a really good way to share that support, is one of them's going through a really tough time, and rather than talk about it, they've felt like they can't, since everyone's, a different level. They think they've moved on. They don't want to mess with me anymore. I'm just going to do this. It's working for now. I'm getting some like viral moments or something like that.
Kickbacks and subscribers, or
just some
advertisements or whatever.
It's going well. It's nothing she can live off of, but it's...
Yeah, I think there's still like a part-time job in there, but it's like they
definitely.
all sort of went to college.
Dead-end job, kind of that feeling.
Yeah. I like that. I like the idea that everyone, again, they were all supportive of each other. So the Wii is actually like someone else's console that she's like technically borrowing. And so there's some sort of like division brought up from like, it's not even your thing. Like,
and maybe it all comes down to, it's a little sad, but she's just really depressed because she feels like all of her friends have been more successful and they've moved on, and she's comparing herself, and she's just depressed. She's not fulfilled in her job, and so she's, self-medicating, which, there's a time and a place for these sorts of things, but when it becomes too much, you need help. And that's when maybe it's kind of I don't want to say intervention, but maybe that's something that could happen, is it turns into a discussion about mental health for her and for everyone,
Cool.
Because it's like the whole Pinstagram thing where everyone looks like they're doing great. They've got the life figured out. And then it's like, no, they're human. There's a filter. They don't look like that. They, that's not their life.
Yeah. It's picked and choose from the many shots that they're going for.
Exactly. So the same thing where it's like, no, I'm your friend and I'm working at my dream job, but it's so hard and nobody at work believes in me,
like
and I'm having
perfect.
a hard time too. Maybe we could do that kind of a thing.
I like that. I like the focus on sort of a reconnection.
Yes.
For the friend group where they sort of fell apart at some point, like when people went off to college and some people stayed home.
Yeah, and they were still friends, but it was more of the surface level, where it was like, well, why would we want to talk about hard stuff? We haven't seen each other in a while. Let's just have some fun. Yeah,
I want them to focus on the reconnection. So, like them all getting invited to a party or something. Idea. Yeah.
Them reintegrating, rediscovering themselves in a different context.
So I think it's this whole sort of like everyone gets invited to some event and they all go and are like, oh, we're all here. This is just like old times. And they all have that sort of like...
So are things good at that point, or do we still have
It's the faux good.
Okay.
Where everyone says they're good.
Yeah.
Everyone says they're fine. No one's talking about their deeper issues.
You're at a party. Why would you bring that up?
And so there's the person who starts streaming and is like, all my other friends are so much more put together, and they have that faux facade.
Yeah.
Because everyone was acting that way and like dressing up for a party and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like no one was living the life that night. In fact, like someone went home and something bad happened with their significant other. Like they broke up that night or something like that. Where it's like these charmed lives that everyone else thinks everyone is living. And everyone, that's the thing. Everyone starts ganging up or sort of like, we need an intervention for so-and-so who's addicted to streaming.
While denying themselves that they also need help.
I love seeing that where it's like everyone thinks they're the goody-goody and they're the holier than thou, and the whole time they've been denying all this other stuff that as the audience you've already like witnessed and seen firsthand.
Yeah, maybe holier than thou. Not quite that advanced, but just...
But like a dramatic irony of sorts.
Yes.
Where you know that all the characters are fucked up in similar ways, but they don't acknowledge that...
They're dealing with stuff too.
Exactly. And so there's that denial that all of them share, and they're again connected just through so much.
Yeah.
I love that where you sort of get to see the flashbacks of their high school years and earlier times when everything was quote unquote happier, but it's like the walls are
formative.
falling down around them.
Yeah, and then as the distance between them grows, it's like, well, why would I talk to them about that? It's
Yeah. People get new friends, people get new interests and hobbies when they move away.
yeah,
And so you're like, how can I reconnect with these people who, I chat with them every so often. And I think there's like, the group is 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
and 2 of them talk every day or whatever, and they're still like best of friends. But like the rest of them are like, we're still tangentially in the same friend group, but it also didn't work out that way.
Yeah, and so in mine it was the passion project that brought them together, but I think it's really just their friendship.
Yeah.
That has stood the test of time, and things have changed a lot.
And I think it's under the guise of this quote-unquote passion project that they all want to get involved with to, like, help one of their own. But really it's an effort in helping themselves, which is, like, shitty to begin with. But they're like, as soon as they acknowledge that, they're like, oh, no, I am also the one with fucked up problems. And the person who they were helping also acknowledges that and, has that retaliation part where they're like, fuck you, you're the one with this blah, blah, blah problem, and you're just denying that and trying to stop me from Wii bowling.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, you just want a Wii bowl, man.
Yeah. It's a good-ass game.
Feel that.
It's a good-ass game.
So good. Are you happy, or is your idea gone, or you cool with this?
Am I happy?
Are you happy with this idea?
Yeah. We got rid of cavemen, but that's fine.
One of them can absolutely be like an anthropologist.
That'd be cool.
Learning.
I think it's just like a little nod. I don't want any of them to be caveman, but the anthropologist is cool.
Okay.
Too close to year 1? I think I said year 0, but I think it's year 1.
We're gonna have to look this up.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm gonna look it up. Because fever dream or not, I need to know if this is real.
Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Sounds plausible.
It's real.
Okay.
Year 1.
I'm still gonna check. I won't tell you that I'm checking.
But no, I'm extremely satisfied with how our ideas have come together into a mega anime.
Thank you
Yeah.
for including me on that one.
Yeah.
I also really like the fact that this song sounds like upbeat and happy. It's kind of like the whole thing we're working with, where it's on the surface it's all good. Now, obviously, I don't know what the lyrics are, but it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to just be okay. And I feel like this is a good example of, like, things are okay. And then, we get into it and it's like, things aren't, like, this is really good in my life. I love this, but, this isn't so good. And them really getting into why they're okay. And that could be a thing. It'd be like, hey, how you doing? I'm okay. That could be their, our nod to the song title and their thing where they don't want to dive into it. It's, like, fine, but... okay, I'm okay.
I like that. It's cool. Very cool.
Cool.
Very okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. I am into this idea. Do you think it's title time?
I think so. I'm really happy with this.
I think it came together pretty well.
All things considered, that I was like, okay, well, I guess they're just high all the time, or, cave people.
Yep. Pick one. I'm like, okay, then, no, wait. One of them's high. I don't know what to do. we can figure this out.
Yeah. No, I think this is a good example of turning 2 ideas into one mega anime.
Really?
I'm sorry, I just wanted one up for my own. But no, I think this is a good marriage of our ideas.
I think so too. Ring those bells. Ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Marriage bells.
We've got a marriage.
Ding, ding, ding. You're married. Also, who got bingo 4N?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stand up. Come on. Bring your cards.
Oh, yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah.
I always wanted one of those blopper things.
We had them in like elementary school for something.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was rad.
I bet they're really expensive.
Probably.
I just have a feeling.
Well, it's like a weird... because it's like a marker, but yeah, it is...
Yeah. Is it like a Sharpie? Because it's like a felt tip?
I think there's different kinds.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But this one was like more gelatiny. Like it was like weirdly like splotchy.
Could you like smear it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it kind of built up sort of like a crayon-y, waxy bit. It was weird.
Wow.
I also might be remembering it incorrectly just because it was elementary school.
It's been a while.
I have no concept of how long ago that was, but
There's something else I'm gonna look up. The price of those bingo boppers, whatever.
Price, type, what it actually is, what the standard one is.
I'm picturing it's like a Crayola, but the tip is flat rather than, something you can easily write with.
But it's like,
a
I
big
don't know
stamp.
if it was, I don't know.
Anyway, okay. Title time.
Yes.
Cool with that?
Yes. Words would be, oh man, friendship word.
Oh, that's a good one. Because I was like, facade, but that's not very...
No, I think a friendship word as their whole reconnecting
sure.
thing.
And like
Second
life.
one would be...
growing up. And that's too weird.
Life, growing up, reconnecting.
That's kind of the friendship
friendshipy sort of thing.
Yeah. Wii bowling.
Second word, streamer.
Streaming word.
No, because that's not like the main thing. It has to be sort of this like, shit, that's tough.
It is tough.
Our second idea of this sort of friendship thing is a nebulous sort of...
friendship idea.
Yeah.
No, we could just do like Wii bowling and then just see where it gets
friendship
us.
And like gaming word.
Yeah, that or weed. I mean...
Or weed. Friendship and weed word? No, let's do a gaming word.
All right, let's start
like
there.
Like a gaming streaming word.
Let's start there.
All right, you want to do a friendship word or a gaming word first?
Friendship.
I'll do a gaming word. 3, 2, 1. Controller.
Unconditional.
Very good. I like that.
I kind of like what I have. All right, let's switch.
Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Return.
Win. Unconditional win.
Oh, that's awesome.
Doesn't that sound cool?
Yeah.
I don't know if it relates, but it sounds cool.
I like it. It's sort of, I think maybe they initially sort of like early friendships, they started as sort of a sports team or like soccer or baseball or something.
Okay.
And so they all were like, we'll all win unconditionally. And they all grew that friendship out of like camaraderie and
I like that.
Sporty thing. And so it was their catchphrase.
It's
and
just
now
they were their own team.
And now it's sort of unconditional. They all love each other unconditionally as a family, as friends. Yep. And then win is both gaming related, but they also want to win at life, you know? They want to they want to achieve those goals that they didn't know they had set out for, that they, are currently
Would
trying to
success
achieve.
be a better word? It doesn't sound as much.
It doesn't sound as good. Win, unconditional win is...
Are you really cool with it?
I'm super cool
Has
with
this
it.
ever happened?
Totally.
Maybe like 3 times?
Maybe a couple times. This is like 166, so...
Yep.
Yeah, if you're just joining us...
Welcome.
Hey, we don't tally...
This is a podcast where Jimmy and I listen to...
We don't tally anything...
No.
We have no idea how
points
many
don't matter.
Titles I've done, titles Sarah done, titles we've done collaboratively. We don't tally anything.
No.
That's not our job.
You think we pay attention to that
This isn't
stuff?
even our job.
We just snuck in here one day and no one's kicked us out yet.
We killed the original host.
Did you say hosts like Westworld?
Well, yeah, podcast hosts.
We killed the original Westworld hosts.
Yeah, and we replaced them.
With humans.
With
us.
Oh, yeah, we're like the bad hosts.
Uh-oh.
Imagine if this podcast were run by robots.
Probably would be better.
Would it be better? Or is our creative intuition mind of the human
I don't know.
the true key to unlocking... they could code it in. Whatever.
I was going to say, AI is getting pretty good.
Yeah.
But, anyhow.
Fucking Westworld season 3.
We're not here for that.
Listen to our other podcast where we
just bitch
tear
about it.
apart Westworld season 3.
I literally made a new friend over bitching about season 3 of Westworld.
You did.
I did.
You did.
I started having like weekly meetings after.
Yeah.
And we would discuss it and shit on it.
And you were like, we don't really know each other outside of this one capacity, but now
we're friends. Now we
relate.
Chat, and it doesn't have to do with
Give
Westworld,
each other
because that would make us
TV
angry.
recommendations.
Yeah. And books and movie. Anyway, so there was beauty in it after all.
That's great, because what
fuck
a
that
fucking
season.
train wreck that goddamn.
Anyhow,
where's the anime podcast?
back to the anime. Who do you want to be in Unconditional Win?
Oh fuck! You calling me out?
I am. I'm doing it for once.
Is it an unconditional win or unconditional win?
Oh, I didn't have Anne.
I don't think it did.
But we can.
I was just thinking, off the cuff. Anne or Anne not?
To Anne or not to Anne?
I'll choose Sue Ann. Sue Ann.
Come on down, Sue
Oh
Ann.
no, my pigs are coming.
Sue. Does that mean something? Or is it just a noise?
It's just a noise. It's
okay.
like easy to sound like a farmer.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe it means something.
Suey, maybe the first pig
was named Suey.
Named Suey.
Or Sue E.
That's a cute name.
It's cute. This is my pig, Sue E. We also have Sue M and Sue L over there.
Suey died immediately.
Poor Sue. She had a good one.
Suey. Who would I be in Unconditional Win?
Yeah.
And Unconditional Win? Unconditional Win.
It depends on if you want it to just be about one thing or like it's their motto.
Yeah, well, no and.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be a collective.
Okay.
Multiple wins. But we're shortening that for the title because it rolls off the tongue better. Okay. I would be, I'd probably be just a guy. I'd serve him like at a restaurant. I'd be like, hey, here's your menu.
Okay.
Thanks.
If
the Pinot is real good.
Really?
Yeah.
What appetizer would you suggest?
Oh, to pair with the Pinot, I'd get the...
Apparently I'm there too, ordering.
I'd get the sliders. Red meat with red wine, right?
I was thinking if they were doing flashbacks, maybe I'd be on like one of the sports teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know.
I'm in a dead-end job, though.
Oh.
For real.
Oh.
And
that's
the podcast.
That's sad. Okay. I was just thinking like maybe you'd like slide your number to somebody.
Sure.
And
I'm not trying to be sleazy, but...
No, it's just like if you... Ooh, that could be something. Like we see that the waiter is obviously like sad and
but like went to high school with them, right?
The waiter recognizes that like the other girl is sad.
And I'm like, it's your birthday, right?
And just
Here's
be like,
a Sunday.
Yeah, and if you need to talk, like, you could find me. Something like that.
And then I do the weed signal.
Didn't expect that, but, that works too.
No, I don't know.
But, no, I was just thinking,
it's good.
You could offer support. And it would be like a tip-off, and then she would be, like, really embarrassed that you would have done that. Is that too big of a part?
That seems pretty big.
Okay.
Because then I'd be in, like, follow-up scenes where people are berating me for assuming things about... I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Sorry, I made that more than it needed to
What
be.
are you again? You're in a club or something?
Yeah, I'm in a flashback. I'm from school.
Cool. I'm also
I
from school. I also am a waiter at some point, and I suggest a Pinot.
All right. I'm glad we ironed that out.
I don't think I do the number thing. Maybe I do.
Well, if you already know them, you don't need a phone number. You just be like, hey, if you ever need me, I'm around.
I'm on AOL.
AIM.
Here's my username.
All right, never mind. It does sound sleazy.
It's weird, right?
I don't encourage people doing that.
Maybe I do just recognize them and I'm like,
offer.
Hey, it's so good to see you again.
Yeah,
Y'all.
It's good to see you. I'll get you something special
That's
from
great.
the back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A gotta, and it has sparklers on it.
Yeah. Which, no, I think that would be good. You just deliver like a special dessert.
Yeah, I'm a fun cameo.
But it makes them realize that they're unhappy.
That they are sad.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
It's not too big because I get an exit.
And I'd like to clarify. Please wait for consent before you offer like contact information. Don't just be like, here.
Please.
It's my phone
Seriously.
number. Yeah, don't do that.
That's why I was like, no.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
I don't want this on anyone.
Yeah. Anyway, apologies.
We're back on track.
Yep. You are just delivering a happy, sparkler-filled dessert that brings sadness to a character.
I do like that.
I do too.
I always like when something's so fun, like a big old sundae, is met with just like, oh, my life is falling apart. I love that.
Kind of like how this song is all big and happy and then, oh.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just keep telling yourself it's okay. But it's okay to not be okay and get help. Anyhow,
that's the podcast though, right?
I think we're there.
Sweet. Instant anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Wow.
We did another one.
We did
That's not supposed to sound that way. My tone was like, we really did it. That's cool. It's good.
I reached the 100th episode of Hey Riddle Riddle. And they did like a cool retrospective, and they had their guests all leave messages and stuff because it only came out like this last month or a month ago, so it's like during quarantine.
Gotcha.
And they were like, well, see you in episode 101 where we do a hard pivot to something else. It was pretty funny.
Oh no, did we miss that? Should we?
Yeah.
We have. Oh no.
Yeah, we're 66 behind on really changing up the formula.
Oh no.
So if you stuck with us, why? No.
Mistakes.
But yeah, this was a podcast. We have a Twitter. It's at Instant Anime Pod. That's our only social media. It's where we post gifs teasing upcoming episodes, usually. But also, we've been given time and retweeting cool stuff from cool people.
Boosting others, amplifying others.
Yes, all around the globe, all around wherever. We also leave links in the podcast description, but all that is also on our website.
Yes, which you can find at instantannie.may. It's where we host, so all of our episodes have clickable description links. If maybe there's a music video, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, by the lyrical school. Don't let us down.
There was one last week.
There was.
Fantastic.
It was just what we wanted.
It was.
They, none of them were smiling.
Yep.
And then she smiles at the end.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
It was great.
Couldn't
great
have
song.
written it better ourselves.
I mean, well, we did do a whole...
And the lights turn on, and we were
know.
like, I don't know if they're going to turn on those lights.
I know. We discussed the lighting as we waited for it to get going.
So yeah, check out the I Smile
Yeah, from last week.
from last week.
But no, if there's a music video, which, I mean, we don't check until after the episode.
It's more fun.
But it is there in the description. It is a clickable link. Not all podcatchers allow you to click in the description.
Yes.
But it is available on our website. And as well as that, we have, of course, our sidebar full of fun things, including suggest.instantannie.may, our
Shin.
suggestion form. Yes, if you would like to suggest a song like Shin did for us, we'll turn it into an anime.
We just did.
Yeah, just like that.
Thank you, Shin.
Thank you.
Okay.
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 Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Then, of course, we have the podcatchers and our Spotify playlist of songs, which this will be added to. Okay.
It's on Spotify right now.
Okay.
So far. As of this.
If you just want to hear some bops, it's all the songs that are currently available on Spotify
It's
that
real
we have
good.
used to make episodes before, and it's pretty great.
It's a really good playlist.
Would you say it slaps?
It slaps.
Hot damn.
That's the thing. And we got songs in here. We got songs not on there that we're always brewing. We got more suggestions in the pipeline. We got some bops.
Yeah.
We have to come up with ideas for them, but we got bops.
But they're there, and we just need to do it.
Yep. That's where we're at in our lives. Mm-hmm. Bop o'clock.
It's not where we're going, though. We're going to make it a happy ending.
Yeah, we're going to sleep. I'm going to sleep
Oh.
for a week, and then I wake up, and then the podcast records itself.
Oh, I thought everyone knew that we just slept in the meantime after we're done being weird hosts in a place we broke into. I thought everyone just knew that
Yeah, I have a bot that just kind of scrawls Twitter and retweets stuff by itself, but I'm offline
Yeah, we're hibernating.
because I'm a host. Mm-hmm. Beep boop.
Beep boop. That got weird fast. Okay. Unconditional win.
I like it. I call this an unconditional win.
Ooh. Is it high five worthy?
Yeah, it's great.
Woo.
I love it. That's the podcast. Thank you for joining us. Have a good day. Have a good week. See you next week.